Hey fam, welcome at another video of Stardust Automotive, located here in Jacksonville, North Carolina, the #1 automotive repair shop, and number 9 currently of the top 10 engine builders in the state. So, on today's episode, we're going to go through how to properly paint a block. Now, I know that probably sounds really stupid, because you get the do-it-yourselfer guys who are like, paint! And they spray it, but if you ever notice how those paints generally will come up within a matter of weeks and start peeling up, and you'll see rust that's coming through to them. Now on this block, you can see it's nice and shiny, it's smooth, it has a different texture and all to it. And part of the reason for that is how you prep the block, the materials that you use on the block, and the type of paint that you use on the block, and basically the material of the block, because not all engine primers and surface preps are all the same. So the first thing you want to do is, let's go ahead and jump right into that. So the first thing you want to end up doing on an engine block is you want to strip it completely of all rust, any paint that might still be on the block. You want to kind of get in there with a scraper and scrape it up, whether it's through screwdrivers, sometimes metal brushes will work, but you want to break up all that looseness that's on there. If you've got any grease deposits, anything that's liquid from transmissions or other greases, you know, you want to have a nice, good, clean surface. So once you're down to bare metal, whether it's old iron blocks, whether it's aluminum, and depending on the aluminum, some of them are more porous than others, depending on the grade and quality of aluminum that they're using when they end up creating these things. Because again, not all aluminum is made the same way, and not all iron is made the same way. So you really got to know what you're working with. But anyway, so once you get a nice clean block that's all stripped down, I like to use a combination of muriatic acid and hydrochloric acid. And I'll dilute it down just a little bit. But you can use it in full strength, but the reason why I don't like to do that is because it makes it very susceptible very instantly to oxidize, especially with aluminum. So if you water it down just a little bit, take one of those disposable brushes you get at Walmart for like, 50 cents. Those usually work best, but you'll dip it, you just kind of wipe it down, and then you'll take a little deoxit, spray it all over the place. Deoxit's really good, not just for working on electrical components, but deoxit is really good for metal and aluminum components. It's amazing stuff. So it's a little on the expensive side. The solution to that is, if you don't want to use deoxit, there is pre-prep spray that you can get at Napa or Advanced Auto Parts, or even O'Reilly's if you want to. But you get yourself a spray, and then you just spray it. And what that does is it will etch into the material and break up all that oxidation. Because what you need is to be able to have the paint, as you're adding layers in there, to bond to one another. That's where people get into issues, when they just think they can take a can of rattle spray and spray it and think it's going to stick. It's not going to stick properly. But if you prep the block the right way, it's going to last for years and years and years, and it won't peel, it won't corrode. And then when you got to clean it or pressure wash it, you can take a pressure washer and spray it. You can use degreasers and sometimes brake cleaner and carburetor cleaner, clean up areas, and it won't peel off, it won't come up. So do it the right way the first time, you won't have to worry about doing it the second time. So once you layer on your block spray, or your prep spray, or your deoxit, and you have everything nice and clean, I like to take a tack cloth and then kind of just go over, tack it, and make sure all the extra debris is off of it. If there's anything that's gotten on the surface, you just want to have a clean surface, as clean as possible. Next thing you're going to do is you're going to go over with some sealer spray. So you can get this stuff, again, parts stores. I particularly like to go to Advanced Auto Parts. Shout out to Advanced Auto Parts out here on Marine Boulevard. Awesome run place, awesome people to get parts, great prices, love them, thank you. There's my little plug-in for you guys. Discount next time, right? Anyway, so you want to be able to seal the block. But you need a high temperature sealant. So anything that is like around 450 to 500 degrees plus. I prefer the sealant sprays that has ceramic coating in it. I find that bakes on a lot better. So you put on a very light spray, a very light mist. You don't want to put a heavy coat down at first. wait about 5 to 10 minutes, then come back with a good medium coat. Now this medium coat is going to cover the entire block. If you have any of that undercoat or that flat primer coat that's underneath from the sealant spray, that's what you don't want. So once you get a second layer of it on there, then you're going to go over with one really thick, heavy coat. That heavy coat is what's going to really bond it to itself, and you want to have about 5 to 10 minutes in between each time you spray. You can, if you want, use a adhesive spray in between each one of the coats to be able to get them to bond a lot better. I would probably recommend that more or less on the heads because the exhaust ports are going to get much hotter than the engine blocks will. However, again, that's a little bit overkill. I don't particularly do that, but you can if you'd like to. But once you get that done, let it sit for about an hour or so. And then if you want to add one more layer, by that point, you know, it's starting to flash out a good bit. Then you put on one more heavy coat and then you'll be done with it. I like to use the paints that have high gloss in them anyway, so I don't have to go back through with a clear coat. But if you really want to get it down, again, after that third coat and you wait an hour, come back with 2 or 3 coats of clear coat, following the same process in between. You know, you need wait about 5 to 10 minutes before you spray your next one, but you don't want to glob it on there. As you can see on this one, the effects that you get is a very nice even coating, and this is not going to come off for years and years and years and years. Whether you're going through up north where they're using a lot of road salts, or whether you're down here south where, you know, you get nothing but just acid rain. This paint is going to be able to adhere to this stuff for years and years and years and years. That's why when we do work, we don't have paint lift. When a lot of these other shops do, they might look pretty to start off with, but what happens in a couple months, all of a sudden now you got your blocks rusting out and things look really, really bad. So if you do them right the first time, you don't have to worry about doing them the second time. I know it sounds pretty minuscule, but when you're trying to do professional work and put out professional products, when customers are looking at the stuff, not just immediately once you put it in, but they're also looking to see what the condition of the engine's looking like, you know, a couple months from now, 8 months, a year, 2, 5 years. They want something that's going to hold together. And if you do it right, it takes a little bit of time to do it right the first time, but after that, guess what? You got a happy customer, and they're more or less going to go ahead and say, you know what, you guys did a great job. We're going to recommend you to somebody else. So that's about it. If you guys got any questions, go ahead, ask them in the comments. Smash the subscription, smash the like, share the hell out of the videos, and I'll try to stay up on them. We've just been super busy at the shop, putting in about 120 to 130 hours a work week, 7 days a week, because we are that busy. But I'll try to make some more video content when I can. Love you guys. Thank you for everything. Peace out.